It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Ty Chandler to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry.
Second down carry for Jones. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Jones once more. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Play action on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th? All right, still scoreless through one. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
there to tack on the extra points. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. They go play action on 1st. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Working inside the red zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Escapes a defender. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Vikings looking at 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. Down the left sideline he goes. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. This return starts at the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He throws a bullet down the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Harrison Smith with the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Giants get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the... Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interception.
A third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball because these secondaries are locked in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Vikings will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Taken in by Bellinger. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Dropping it over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Chandler now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Addison going in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here's 2nd and 2. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Throwing now, off play action. That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. So we hit the end of the... Second and 3 now. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll send him over right. They'll run here with Jones. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous...
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lock looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up. Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incomplete.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. looking right. This is Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. A give left side to Jones. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating
game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw it. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Vikings continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying the time for that play that led to the score.
And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Big game downfield. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
but they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
This one is up and good. And the Giants still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. Gano ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's throwing deep to the left side, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Tracy once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
He's got him. That's Tracy. And this is down all the way to the 3.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Throwing from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Gano ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Play fake, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Locke. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants pull out in front further, 13-zip. They were throwing for it there, and they stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Goodell ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st down, here's Lamar. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pass cut by Tracy. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
To throw, here's Locke. Touchdown, New York! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Gano ready to send this away.
With your voice.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th 1st half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They go right back to Tracy. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Got a man, Robinson has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, the 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It's Tracy on the carry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing his lock. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Neighbors with a catch. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Deontay Hardy to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Jackson. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Lock to throw it. He finds Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And the Giants will have a 1st down. They run. Here's Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. 3rd and 4 coming up now. This is Tracy. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Locke looking to throw. This is complete to Neighbors. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. The back's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain free right at the last moment.
Running this with Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
All right, here we go.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Locke. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Backed up in the end zone, Jackson. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again from their own end zone now. He throws a bullet to this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. He's found room past the 50. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens cut into the lead by another point. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big game downfield. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a 2nd one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
Trying to push it deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And he's taken down at the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Locked down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. A bit of desperation on this team. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants have it again after yet another interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it'll be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. 2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Giants come away with the win. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the 4th. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion. Straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital and then we straight out the sentence. They pay out, they pay out, they pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women. I got go meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.